Just remember back to 2004, this young man sat on the pole here. His best finish was 1 year later when he came home 6th, and now he's got to stick it in on time.
Looked like he had a little wobble getting in there. Had to work the wheel back and forth. That's got to be pretty unsettling at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, you can see it wiggle again right there. So getting down into the center of the corner is giving him quite a bit of problems so far.
We'll watch him as he heads into turn number 1. Remember, we have 47 cars. 3 are going to be going home. And already heading south to compared to Montoya's time. Remember back in
Yeah, if you got a car loose in, it's impossible to do anything with it. You got to slow down enough for that, and then after that, then you've killed your corner.
Through 3 and 4, and the line is bottomed out.
Now, he's loose everywhere. You see the car wiggling like crazy.
Yeah, you could really see how positive the front end is. He got way down in the center, and the car continued to rotate from that point.
You're always searching for a balance, and if you got the front tires gripping, way more than the rear, you have to slow down for the rear. You can't, you can't take advantage of any extra grip you have in the front. See there, it's 34th quick.
So Casey crosses the line at 50.95 seconds.
Now, these guys will be probably taking 2 laps. If you don't get that first one in, you've got to get in the race here. So even though we saw nobody else make 2 laps, he's
I think
slowing
he's
down also.
Getting out of it now because he realizes it wasn't any better. So Casey's going to stand on that one as our first of the go-or-go homers go. And let's talk about the calendar because we've got Nationwide Series. O'Reilly.
Thinking you're going to be kind of
Raceway,
excited about more practice today then to put it in race trim and see what it can do, right?
Yeah, I think we just leave it in the garage for the rest of the day. It's running good, and I just don't even know what to say, because I left some on the table out there. They hate me to say that, but I was a little conservative on the throttle in a few corners and just was nervous about messing it up, and the car handled good.
Yeah, there's not a nick on it right now. And what do you guys think about keeping it in the garage? Do you think he should go out later?
Well, you just have to go back out to get the race set up, but he's got to feel pretty good about it. He wasn't very happy yesterday after happy hour, and after that run, got to be real happy.
And that run, he said he was too conservative. He didn't get on the throttle. That might be why he had a good lap, because he didn't overdrive it.
Yeah, he did it. He made a good lap. He actually watched Mark Martin, and it looked like Mark was conservative on those entries, and he did about the same thing.
It's a good point because that's exactly what Dale Jr. was saying. I overdrove the car. Well, you see David Gilliland right now, he's actually quicker than Casey Mears, as he is still on it in his second lap.
Yeah, you see
and
the
now
water
he's
coming out? Yeah, he's done.
He's looking like the Stanley Steamer on the right front side there. And talk about overdriving. Watch the wiggle.
Wow.
Hello.
Yikes, man, I'm telling you. Good
Yeah,
job
that's
driving.
just trying to get the most out of it right there.
He about got it.
Yes.
Most of it.
So David will be making his 4th 400 start if he can hang on to that cherished spot. Remember, 3 cars are going to be heading home after our qualifying today. Right now out on track is David Stremme. He too looking to make his 4th Brickyard 400. And there's his best start of 12th back in 07.
David Stremme, to me, has always been a very solid qualifier. He knows how to get the most out of a car in these type situations. Doesn't seem to really let the pressures of it bother him.
And let me correct myself. I think I said 3 cars going home. It's 4 cars going home. 43 always going to start the race. Bobby Labonte will get in no matter what because of the past champions provisional. But right now, Stremme through 2.
David on good line there. Line looks good.
That gives you a great idea of just how long that straightaway truly is from that aerial view. Down into 3.
Yeah, the anticipation, the time that you have. You can see he got down a little too low right there, though. Those strips that you have down there, you can see they're white. You don't want to get the tires on those. Just upsets the car. It's there to keep us out of the grass.
Heads down across the yard of bricks, and his time 51.06 seconds. That currently is the 3rd slowest of the 3 go-or-go-homers. So we've still got a lot of cars still to go.
Now,
and over
Dave
to Blaney. And Blaney has just completed his run and was the best of the go-or-go-homers right now, 50.68 seconds. Let's check in with Dr. Jerry Punch.
Marty, tomorrow we're going to show
in
turn 3 at Pocono. You know, more than likely you can drive this track pretty well. And we see the guys with the most experience here, obviously running well here.
Hey, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Marty?
And on track now, Doc, the 2002 winner, Bill Elliott. And right now, lap tracker looking very good. As remember, he's being compared to Dave Blaney's time.
Yeah, he looks good compared to the go-or-go-homers, but I'm surprised that he's not faster. He's still just tracking 33rd overall. I know the track is very, very hot and slick right now, but he had a really fast lap in practice. He was 9th quick in happy hour.
Well, he's picking it up here out of 4 and heading for the yard of bricks. And he'll be safely ensconced as he is the fastest of the go-go-homers. He's got a green by his name, which means he's locked in. And if we mentioned the fact that he won this race back in 2002, and here was that moment. Anybody want to chime in on this, Ray Evernham?
That was a good day, yeah. And the kiss there, no offense to my wife, but that was one of the most memorable kisses of my life.
I don't think she'll take offense at all. Sweet memories here at the Brickyard, 2002. So that brings us now out to Max Papis, as Bill Elliott will definitely be around to race tomorrow. Max.
This is one of absolutely the hardest working guys in this sport. He's worked really hard to get himself in the position to have the opportunity to do this. He's been around. He works hard physically. He's out. He networks. And really happy when we see Max have a good run. I know he really, really wants to make this race.
Well, he was one of 3 who failed to make it last year here at the Brickyard. He has run the Indianapolis 500 twice, back in 2002 and in 2006. But has yet to make the field for the Brickyard 400. We'll find out if he can do it now. Remember, his time is going to be compared to Dave Blaney on our lap tracker.
He's got a good shot. He was 16th quick overall in practice yesterday, so if he can make a good clean lap, and it looks like he did what you were talking about, DJ. Easy into 1, drove off too hard.
Yeah, and my son Jason spots for Max, and he talks about how hard and intense he is in practice sessions in trying to figure out these racetracks and exactly what to do. And just as you were talking about, Ray, there's no one that works harder at this, and it's nice to see when he has some success. You see he did a great job there in 3. Just got one more corner to negotiate, and he's going to be in this race.
Makes a nice solid turn 4.
Comes down the front straightaway, and Max Papis, the native of Como, Italy, looks like he is going to be in the race. And yes,
we're good. We're good. Good job. All right, we are in the Brickyard 400. Yes.
This should be a good interview for you to talk to him.
I guarantee you there is a huge smile on his face here that have gone on to win the championship. Out of 16 races, 8 times the winner has gone on to win the Sprint Cup crown. All right, right now we have him compared to Juan Montoya on pole, and not doing too badly. Certainly good enough to make the field. Remember, he gets in for the past champion.
Doesn't look like he's going to need it if he can. He got a little high right there.
Yeah.
How much it's going to hurt.
Sliding a little further south, but remember, he's only got to be better than about a 50.9.
Actually, better than a 68, he'll lock himself in, and he does.
And he does. So he's at 50.45 seconds. And so as he coasted on out, the guys that are sitting on the hot seat are Blaney, Gilliland, Mears, and Stremme, with still several cars to come. Back here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where we are in the late stages of Brickyard 400 qualifying. We'll see the race tomorrow at 1 Eastern with countdown at noon on ESPN. And front row, Joe Nemechek out on the track right now. And Joe may not be in the front row, but all he wants to do right now is make the show. Time you got to beat is 50.68 seconds to guarantee yourself a spot.
And once again, unfortunately for Joe and his family, they can see that car has no sponsors on it. They spend a lot of time and effort, money to keep this program going.
In his career, he sat on pole 10 times in the Sprint Cup Series, 1992 Nationwide Series champion. But as you pointed out, without cubic dollars, you don't have cubic horsepower.
Yeah, it makes it tough. He's got a pretty solid lap going here right now. Maybe that could change for him. Get this car in. Phone start ringing tonight.
He's got 0.2 of a second in the bank coming through turn 4, guys.
He's tracking to be the fastest go or go home car.
And he's going to make it safe and sound. Joe Nemechek. He'll get into the field as he crosses the stripe. Yes, sir. 50.32 seconds. So it is still Blaney, Gilliland, Mears, and Stremme on the hot seat. And one guy that we definitely want to talk to.
For me, and I'm sure it means the same for everyone out there at the shop. So thank you, guys, and watch out for the 13 car. We're going to be a rocket ship in the race.
Max is in, and it's big, guys.
And right now we're watching Jacques Villeneuve as he is sliding all over this place, but he's hanging on right now to a spot that would put him in this Brickyard 400 field.
He's slipping and sliding, but he's staying on the gas.
He's getting it all done, everything you could get out of the car right now.
1995 Indianapolis 500 winner. He was 2 laps down in that race at one point. Slipping a little bit south. Hang on. He's got to pick it up coming out of 4. He needs about 1/10 of a second. It's going to be oh so close. He may have to try that second lap as he comes across. He is not guaranteed of being in.
Pretty good lap, though. That's not a bad lap to stand on.
So right now, he is not in the green, not guaranteed, but it has sent David Stremme home, as Stremme will not make the field. You talk about Villeneuve, and there he was with his 95 win. Also Juan Montoya in 2000, Sam Hornish in 2006. And you can see exactly where we shake out for the race as of right now. Out on track right now will be J.J. Yeley as we're down to the last few cars. 3 to go, in fact. J.J. trying to make his 4th Brickyard 400. You see there where his best start was 6th.
Yeah, they're going to have a huge pickup from practice yesterday. They didn't even run the very first practice session, but in that second one, they were still quite a bit. And that's not good. He's going to have to back up and get this lap started again.
Well, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's slowing down as he comes back in to pit road.
He should be doing this. He should stop before.
Really
there we go.
Yeah.
He needs to stop before he goes across the line, or his lap is done.
This isn't going to be good anyway. He's got plenty of heat in those tires and that motor. I mean, if that motor does get too hot now, it's going to just kill the horsepower.
That's Jacques Villeneuve.
I got you now. Now I got you.
The thing cut off. Do I need to roll back around and take my white flag lap, or do I need to back up and figure out why I won't start?
Back up. You got to back up.
You heard the team telling him what he needs to do. Now he gets the car refired.
Now what do I do?
What he really needs to do here is back all the way up.
Do I have to go back all the way around the middle of the back straightaway?
Up as far as you can.
I'd actually get back about turn 2 or in the middle of the short chute between 1 and 2 to get another go at this.
He's going to have to turn that thing on and off to try and get that motor cooled back
He'd
down.
be better off turning the car around. You can drive back. You don't have to. You don't have to back all the way around there.
Well, we've just been told they've released another car, and there it is. That's Michael McDowell, and this could get a little dicey if he doesn't stay on that warm-up lane. And now he has turned it around. And
Get it off. Just come down pit road and shut it off coast.
They're sending him down pit road to coast it on in.
Yeah, now he'll be on the 5-minute clock. They'll treat this like an attempt that they aborted at that time. So his time will not start when he crosses what is the start-finish line coming all the way across pit road. now that they've sent another car out.
And in the background, you see Michael McDowell trying to make his way down through the front straightaway, takes the green flag, and he'll have his run at qualifying for the Brickyard 400. He started it back in 2008 as one other appearance, started 30th, finished 34th that year.
Whoa. Used up all of turn 1 there.
Now remember, with Jacques Villeneuve being the man on the spot right now at 50.71 seconds, Dave Blaney has now been locked in. So has Labonte, Max Papis, Joe Nemechek, and Bill Elliott. And can Michael McDowell join that group? So far, so good.
He's got a good shot. He was the 6th out of the go-or-go-homers yesterday, and Michael's been known to be a good qualifier. Has made a lot of the races that he's attempted to make.
Yeah, and I believe he's going to make this one.
Well, Casey Mears is sweating this out right now as he comes down the front straightaway, comes across the yard of bricks, and McDowell is safely into the show.
You're in, buddy. You're in, man. 50.46. Great job. Great job, Zach. Everybody, super job.
You heard the team give him the good news. The bad news is Casey Mears joins David Stremme on the hauler.
Trying to figure out what to do with J.J. Yeley's car here. Try to get out here and make an attempt. There's 2 more cars to go, Yeley and Todd Boddine.
While all this is going on, let's check in with Dave Burns.
Just really can't get comfortable getting in. It's a different setup than what I'm used to, and just trying to get used to it. But hopefully by race time tomorrow, we'll have a lot better game plan for what we need to have.
It's good to have the champ in the field, guys.
And as you finish up, we were watching Todd Boddine, who finished 7th in last night's Camping World Truck Series race over at O'Reilly Raceway Park. And right now he is so close to going into the red. Now he's coming back into the green. On the upper right, you got J.J. Yeley, and these guys are going to be really tired. That's a long sprint all the way back down to the end of pit road. Keep an eye now on the clock. It is going to be tight for Todd Boddine. Is he going to make it in? Because right now, Gilliland is the guy who's on the spot, and Boddine is in. Gilliland is out, and that means it's now down to either Villeneuve or the man that still has to get out there and try it one more time, J.J. Yeley.
Villeneuve's got to be sweating a little bit, but I feel pretty good about it because Yeley has got that engine hot. He's got some issues, and he was not fast in practice, but it's never safe until everybody's run.
I saw Barry Green with Jacques yesterday, and he's actually helping him out. And they were talking about how difficult this really is. They said if anybody thinks it's easy trying to make these fields when you just put a team together, he says, think again.
Well, then you look at it really says a lot about this sport and where NASCAR is today when you've got a guy that's a world champion and former Indy 500 winner, and he looked pretty nervous standing there watching JJ pull out on the racetrack. How much it would mean to him to make this race.
All right, you see him trying to get the tires good and hot because he's got to come around and go right to the flag. And everybody in this camp that is a J.J. Yeley fan will be sweating bullets for about the next 50 seconds.
Yeah, and it sounded like he said that his car cut off a minute ago, and that's what happened as he went through 4. So I'm sure they probably had to switch their ignition box and things that they didn't really want to do.
Jacques looking on, 50.71 seconds, the time to beat. And Jacques, I wonder if he feels the same way he did when he was qualifying for the Indianapolis 500. Whoa, look out! And he tags the wall. So the question has been answered. Unfortunately for J.J. Yeley, the race is over. And
don't worry about it.
You can see Villeneuve taking a deep breath. Let's go back and take another look.
Well, you got to do what you got to do to try to make the race, and then he was driving the car to the point where he thought he had to go.
Yeah, this is literally a recipe for disaster when you get yourself in that situation. They're already in a tough situation, and then compounded that with problems.
Let's send it down to Jerry Punch.
Last time he was here, he won the Indianapolis 502 in 1995. Hey, welcome back to Indianapolis. Now in a stock car, you're in the Brickyard 400.
Well, it's very exciting. It was very stressful because we didn't get a lot of laps. It's the first time the team comes here. It's a new car, and I haven't been in a Cup car for over 2 years, so we're a little bit stressed, but it turned out fine.
Celebrating in Canada, Marty, Jacques Villeneuve in the race.
J.J. Yeley, Stremme, Mears, and Gilliland, the 4 that will not make the field.